Hello everybody, Manombe Ellof. Today I want to take you through the new developments concerning uh, our traditional leader, Edmund PG Mangombe, as I indicated in one of the videos that our seniority has been reduced to headmanship. Uh, yeah, let me start with this document. Please go through this document. If you can see the reference there, it was a referral. This is a referral letter to Mopani local house of traditional leaders, district between Owosi, Chabalala IC of Womo Traditional Council and Mangombe Headmanship. And then if you can go through, I think you'll be able to read it because and then it is also signed. You can see on the 29th 03 2018. Okay, let me go to another document now. As you have seen from the previous document that I've just tried to show you, now after that we made the follow-up because they indicated that the first thing they wanted to do was to intervene, and then after that they will deal with other matters, because they wanted to find out exactly the relationship between us and the Womus, or Mangombe and the Womus. And then here, memorandum, after making a follow-up, you can see reference in inquiries, Matonsi TC. It was to the director, the memorandum, director, anthropology. You can go down from 3 August, referral of letters or documents from traditional councils and attorneys. 1, content, secretariat office, traditional leaders. Let's go. I just wanted to go through this so that when we speak, you'll be able to understand. You see, here are the list of traditional councils and the representatives, or for that matter, which were being attended to be resolved. And then Mangombe Crawl, you can see below, and then the date 11/07/2018. The house therefore submit the attached correspondences for their attention, and then sign Deputy Director of the Traditional Leaders on the 3/08/2018. Let's go up. There's something that I want you to understand. What is the competency of where these matters were referred to? You can see appointment or recognition, termination of salaries, and others are administrative issues that must be dealt with by the division. So now, I think I can. Thank you for your patience. Today in the morning, I received a call from the director of anthropology, Mr. Mushala, and that's why this matter seems to have been referred to. If you can check the directive of the letter. But I was very surprised to learn that he doesn't have this document, and he is sticking on a decision which was taken by he called him the HOD, Mr. Low KF, on the last year, around August, 2017 August, when he submitted, he gave us the letter, or he sent a letter of freezing of the salary of KG Manombe with effect from November, which effected from November. Yeah, I remember it was November. And to date, our leader is not getting his salary, is not receiving any salary from the department as it is fraudulent. And then this matter remained in the office for almost more than 21 years. 21 years or 20 years. But on how can I say this? This matter it came to the attention of Mr. Mosala maybe 4 years or 5 years back, and that was when I also started to take part on assisting Manombe family as I'm one of the sons of KG Manombe, was the traditional leader for 5 years, and we have been interacting with him where on his intervention at first he was he seemed to be that person with the ability to serve as he is expected to in the department. He seemed to be that person we can have confidence on when we go to him. And not that he will always be on your favor, but he was someone who should at all costs take no side or prejudge before getting the details. And then our matter, I remember when it was in 2016, around 2016. In 2016, we had a meeting with him, with the old man was there, and by then the salary was still okay. Actually, our matter in the office was not salary matter. It was about our land and our traditional leadership, the senior traditional leadership. And then what his intervention when we were interacting got a lot of correspondence with him and his office. I remember in one meeting in the presence of the MEC. By then it was the MEC was Miss Makrubeju. We had a meeting with Miss Makrubeju, him, Mr. Musala, and there was also Mr. Shai on that day. And then the MEC wanted to understand exactly what our concerns were. And we raised our concerns and he understood. I remember telling Mr. Musala and Mr. Shai to serve us with a certain form which was supposed to be start on attending our issue, whereby we're supposed to fill in that form and then submit that form back to your office. And then Mr. Shai was supposed to also give us a minute, of which he agreed on that meeting, because we requested that such be done after that particular meeting. And it was not stress until we learned that it was stress after the meeting when we started to make follow up. But what they managed to do was to email us the form, of which we filled. But we filled the form, but when we filled the form, it got lost along the way, because that form was requested to be submitted as a hard copy, and then we were supposed to. I remember on the arrangement of how those ones are going to reach the office, we were supposed to submit them through the local office, mobile support center, and I was the one who went there and submitted that document. But upon making follow up of whether the document was received or not, we learned that the document got lost along the way. How can our document, and it was not for the first time. And I remember on the day of submission, I met Mr. Shai there, because he used to visit that office, our local office, the local office of mobile support center, and he was there, but they said, no, I can't take them with. But we were submitting the, but well, that was by the way. Uh, as it went on, mm, without explaining a lot of other things that happened when we were in correspondence, it messed up with us, because when we were attending to this matter with coghsta, as it is a dispute between Manombe and Home. We learned that the Home tribal council was fighting for. They wrote a letter to the department requesting that the salary of Edmund KG Mamonde be stopped. And the further went on to write a letter to request Edmund KG Mamonde to be removed the department. And then and I remember Mr. Musala on one of the meetings, or on one of the meetings, because he used to call them and call us to interview. It is not in any of the meetings he called the Homo traditional council come and form part of the meeting or attend. And I remember him saying, no, this time when I call them, don't come, because I think them. And then we question, but what about the fact that they are fighting over the salary of our traditional leaders? And he said, no, don't worry. The manner in which you have conducted yourself throughout changing your matters to this department, and the manner in which you have been handling this matter, it is, if you can hold on the way you do your things, I plead with you to hold on the way you do your things, allow us to work with this. But I assure you, no one is going to check your salary. I'm the one who is responsible for that. And then the old man was so assured then he was we felt like this is the government we for this for. This is the government that we so wish to continue to treat all people with same respect. And then we pursued our mentor. We pursued our mentor, or before pursuing our mentor. He ended up writing, he said he's going to schedule the meeting whereby Romo will be there, and then the, what do you call this, the provincial House of Traditional Leaders will be intervening on our matter. And then Provincial or Ihale will be the one who will be chairing the meeting, and then the Romans will be there so that our matter can be intervened to and a solution can be made on the particular meeting. Bearing in mind that the other traditional leaders are the ones who are leading all the evidence of and the records of all the traditional leaders, and they know best how to deal with such matters. And then they scheduled it for before end of 2016 August. We still have that document. Just that I think on the next video I will also show you that that report of those minutes which were signed, and we were awaiting for that. Came 2016, everyone will say no. We don't hear anything from you. There's nothing that is happening. And then it passed. Then that's when Mr. Musalia changed his ways, of which we don't know what could have motivated him to change the way he was handling the matter. And what we have learned from him, it wasn't that when we were interacting with him on the matter, everything he said was on our side. There were things that he even told us the hidden truth, but if it is the truth, it is the truth. Like the fact that one had to understand that the Romans are, or Romans has been considered they corrected the traditional country which is recognized by the government. And whether wrongfully or otherwise. Can you understand that? That's why even in when we're dealing with or when they called out to their meetings before they removed our leader from the House of the Conference, we need to go to them because we have to pay respect regardless of how this hierarchy was on the past. So then, well, it didn't happen. No meeting was held. No other traditional leaders from the provincial house of traditional leaders. And now I start to realize that it was a deliberate act to stop that meeting from happening. Because along the interaction with the government, we have learned of a divided way of attending our business, because there are other officials who do not take sides, who do not wish to see one of between Manombe and home to fall down, but they were applying exactly what they were supposed to apply, regardless of who who, 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 who is who. And then now, as we were waiting, and we were pushing that this matter, the meeting which was supposed to be held in 2016, and we were pursuing that let this kind of a meeting be held, this kind of a meeting be held. When it was around, it was only 2017 when the meeting was held, somewhere around 6 June somewhere. And this time it was not the intervention by the provincial government, by the provincial traditional leaders. And this time it is not from Western. It was when we pursued the matter to the NEC. And we pursued the matter to the NEC after the HOD who today when we called, they said, no, I'm waiting on to the regime that the HOD has taken to freeze the ordinance salary or KG Manombe salary. We had to pursue the matter because we knew this was a very illegal act the HOD has ever championed. And more especially when we don't even know you. And even the old man doesn't know. We've never met him. We don't know honorable though whether it's honorable. So how can you take such a harsh decision without knowing the person you're taking the decision on? You're taking this decision on the basis of having heard one side of the story. However, when it happened, the old man salary was the freezing of the old man salary to effect on November until now. But it was this wish that the response that he gave to us to say it's only the chief who can, it's only through the chief's document, which is signed by the chief, that the salary of the headman or of KG Manombe, our leader, can be unfrozen. But remember, no, don't remember because you didn't know. I want also to let you know that when there was because now I'm talking about the provincial intervention, and there was a local intervention which was made by the mobile support center. When this dispute erupted between Manombe and Manombe, the local office intervened, and the meeting was held at the traditional tribal office, and the report and the minutes, or the minutes from the, even though we also saw the report, like we also have the plan to even see the report. We've seen the report, and we're in possession of the minutes. It was found that KG Manombe did not do anything wrong. Meaning what? KG, the method that KG was raising, the land claim, it was constitutional. was doing it on the basis of constitutional rights within its own right. And the issue of senior traditional leadership and the properties which the Homo Traditional Council are using without consulting us, even when they know that these properties belong to the family, to Manombe family. And of which in most of the meetings, when we were together, they couldn't deny that. And actually, we also do have a letter from them which indicated that, and actually, that letter was not coming from them. I think I explained it in one of the videos how these guys, they almost got this position of seniority or senior traditional leadership from Manombe. So now, after the intervention, after one of the government and the NEC, when we received the letter from the HOD to stop or to freeze the salary of our leader, the NEC received our letter and found it worth attending to by appointing the Mopani local traditional to intervene. Mopani local traditional leaders, then they intervene, and I think that is the letter that I indicated when we started this video. After intervening, all his advice was that the Mopani local traditional leaders, they house the two traditional leaders on leadership, find out what's the problem, how can we move on, just like that. Find the validity of the matters table and find a way. And then by then remember, now there is another issue which was given birth, the freezing of salary. That is the first item. And then, but the NEC, the question is that the issue of salary and senior traditional leadership cannot be discussed. It will be discussed outside the meeting, and of which it happened. So when you saw that document of the referral of the salary issue, salary method, the anthropology, the director of anthropology, who I indicated that I was very surprised when he called me and said he doesn't know anything about the letter. Our mentor was received, and the NEC did exactly as he told me. That he will attend to the salary issue after the meeting. And the outcome of that particular meeting was a verification that our methods were actually what we were reading were the points which were valid. Because the woman did not deny that we do have them. And we were telling that those guys, they don't have to use our hands. It's not our concern. And this is what actually used to happen. That when there were projects or new developments that were coming, they came to us. We had to talk together The differences are when uh, we don't give in to feeling from the community, and then we then get into to looking of the language of the tobacco just being followed. But however, uh, that's why we didn't engage the municipality. Well, I can't very much into the engagement with the municipality because in one of the videos I explained, but the core reason for today's video is because today I received a call from the director of anthropology, where that letter, which was written in August, he said it will have been directed to. And the very same director will confirm that no one is going to take the salary of the movement unless a proper intervention is done and a wrongdoing is found that warrants the refusal of the salary. So you can see how corrupt this government is. There's too much corruption in the government. This government is rotten to the core. While learning this, and not all government officials are corrupt. And this one I'm always stressing. Because along the way, I remember even in one of the meetings that we held 2 weeks back, and which himself, the director of the anthropology, Mr. Musala, once arranged to discuss because and one of the issues we had a concern about Manombe Ellof, and then he initiated for that meeting where Manombe and Wong some part of the meeting, and there was at Mobile Support Center, the local constitutional affairs. By then the HOD was Mr. Makefuli. And then the Manombe Community Development and Tourism formed part of the meeting. And on that day, we do have the minute to put what about to say, and of which is what we were demanding from them all over. As we await for the land sale, we cannot hold on to development that are good for the community, because when developments come, job opportunities are created for our community, so we cannot mix our community into the dispute or make the community suffer because of the dispute between us. We must mind out and become the leaders who are very constructive and possess as much as we can the ethical and the values that are required to make us the leaders. And then one of the leaders, a representative of coghsta, on this particular meeting, I was explaining about this meeting which Mr. Musala, and on that meeting, that's where they almost agreed that it is true, indeed, that because we're talking about Manombe Mountain, that's where the great chief lies. Even if you can Google, you will find all the information about Manombe Mountain. Not either. It was turned into a nature reserve. They themselves say it was turned into a nature reserve in 1982 on the consensus of Manombe Ellof. But now, they don't need the consensus. They are doing it alone. I think our point was very clear. Very clear. So, And then on this meeting, yeah, there's a lot of contradiction. On this meeting, which we held, there was a RLCC, the Land Commission, Right Development and Land Affairs, coghsta, Dev, and ourselves. On this meeting, clarity was supposed to, was supposed to get clarity on this day, and the Dev also wanted clarity because we are disputing the custodianship of the of the reserve. And the the coghsta representative, he has indicated that no, he knows us and he knows of our issues, and including the certain matter of which is in his office, because it's also with Mr. Mushara in the office. He knows, and in one of his, and on the research that they conducted, they have found that indeed the land which Homo is using belongs to Manon. That's good. Then listen to the land affairs. And this is the very same person who has long suspected because it was not for the first time we meet with him representing the right development, more especially when we are the ones who are going to form part of the meeting. You will always be able to just speak as he wishes on the defense of the other party. And then he says, no, let me tell you something. coghsta cannot speak on our behalf. They deal with their traditional methods and then we deal with the land issue. So our record that there is no way on our record that indicates that Manombe ever owned land. It's only when which that land was allocated to. And he forgets. Or if he doesn't forget, he doesn't know. Because we know that the Romans have claimed they had a successful land sale back then. I don't even remember the number, it was around 2009, somewhere, 2009, I'm not sure. It was the Roman representative, Mr. Jackson Charles, who indicated that they are from Italy. They were welcomed by Chief Mamonde. They were looking for a great place, and then showed them to stay at today is known as Bento of Yan. And it was out of his explanation that land affairs, the very same department, approved their land sale. So to me, it's like you saying the Land Commission approved the Homo tradition, the Homo people land sale on the basis of lies, and there is no exception to that. And I now realize that we are led by that. We are led by that. So there are people who are willing to serve people with truth and nothing but the truth. But the problem is that the majority of the people in the office exhaust all the good people in the office. And as a result, the good people in the office do not last. So I don't see anything or any government or this government to should ever change the life of the marginalized people, not in this government. Then South Africa will remain forever poor and poverty shall continue. Because how can you punish a person who is fighting for the majority rights of the people? Why? Headman Page Manombe salary is present because he speaks about why did why can't we allow the people, because rural development has come and I wanted the land evaluators when a certain project, this thing is all about a certain project which came to develop in our community, whereby 2.4 million that was supposed to be given to our community. And it was revealed by Manombe family because we objected the looting of the land without consulting the head. He didn't even bother to consult his own movement. And I know that after that they went back to rectify. I know that, But the meetings that we were doing let's say German countries, it was clear that Hetman didn't know about it. And now we have learned of the decision which they took concerning the Manombe Ellof co-management committee, because well, you can hear a lot on one of the videos that I uploaded. But what I want to let people to know is that as long as this government is run by these people who lack morals, who are driven by bribery, I think everything is overturning because we do not give any bribes. Actually, we don't buy justice. We don't have that time. And one must also consider that, one of the problems that we're having in South Africa is that we are led by politics. And politics only recognizes the fellows and the Oppenheimers. So we have got a lot of Oppenheimers. And when you are just anybody, a child of a black blacksmith, it's nothing that you can do to the most powerful people. That's what is happening. And you can understand that the superior leadership that runs in the government, which the departments, are those who are interested by the end of politics. You can understand that the premier is appointed by the president, so it's only the prerogative of the president that can make the premier to be removed. So regardless of whatever wrongs the premier can do, if it pleases the president, there's nothing that we can do. So even the NEC. So as long as these bigger positions are given through being entrusted by the seniors, that the NEC, the president, and then their incompetency is not guided by the policies or by the constitution, but only by the feeling of the person who has entrusted that particular person. Things will always be like this. You will always be getting complaints, unfair government, and a lot of things. The poverty will always shall always continue, will prevail. Because if you can go to police, because the police, the teachers, the nurses, those ones are now the policies, the organisms of the policies that if they do this, and this, it warrant automatic dismissal, this and this and this. So, but those powerful people, they does not apply. If the president says that keep this one, whether I did what and what and what, that section 10 of the Constitution, that is it morals and values must be upheld. It doesn't apply to the political leadership. So that is what is happening. Even in coghsta, the superiors shall always emerge, not on the basis of them being on the right position or on the good position or on being innocent, but on the basis of the superiority of the power over the other individuals. Lastly, I want people, the community, to review this government. Take a review of this government and please, this government is failing. There's no need to continue with it. The question is, who should we entrust? Those people who are flashing, who are the leaders who were entrusted, who are the leaders who were not employed on the basis of agent qualifications. Whatever they flash, whatever the money they have, whatever they have, take note that chances are that 90% of their wealth is which was supposed to be yours. They are eating on your money. They are eating on your belongings. That 2.4 million rand, if we didn't reveal it couldn't be known by the community. But I'm telling you, even though it was known, no, the community did not get that money. It is gone. Sharp, sharp. The next video is coming. Pardon my English. I'm a black person.